What's up YouTube, JamintheKid00 here, bringing you guys a deck profile of one of our local guys, Darren O'Mara, who managed to make top 32 at what is now the largest European YCS ever held. You guys didn't want me to do Dragon Rulers, but it's a friend of mine, I really wanted to do this profile. It's going to be Dragunity Rulers, and I'm just going to let him go ahead with this profile because he knows the theory.
Yeah, so we start with 3 Tempests, 3 Blaster, and 3 Redux, because they're the best dragons, and the title is terrible really. And then we have the Dragunity monsters, Mistletoe, 2 Phalanx, and 3 Ducks. Some people like to play 3 Consonants and play the 3rd Phalanx, or play like a Corseska or another level 1 tuner. But I think 15 monsters is really good, because it gives you more room for draw cards, back row, just that ability to kind of pull into these cards. And these are your combo pieces, and you just want to see them with things that you'll see in the rest of the
If I can ask, did you ever consider Red MD or maining Maxis?
I am not maining or siding Maxis. I don't like them because they're only good if you're really behind anyway, or if they've got like a massive push. And if you're using your back row wisely, or if you're kind of drawing even mediocre hands, you should be able to play around stuff. The deck has the ability to play around Maxi quite well because of the level 6s you can make as well. So I think it's okay. I think that's pretty cool. And then we move on to the spells. We have 3 Ravine, 3 Sword, a Gold Sark, 2 cards of Consonants, 1 Terraforming, Book of Moon. This was a tech card suggested by a friend who is currently top 16.
Playing Michelle Gruner.
Mind Control won me a game. It's been really good in the mirror. I side it out quite a lot if I'm going first, but going second it's really good for when they just end with a Redox, or if they've made like Star Eater and you want to push back through some back row. It just allows you to kind of clear the field a little bit. And if they leave something you can use, even better. 3 Upstart Goblin, and that rounds out the spells really. I would maybe consider changing this, even though I really liked it. I'd maybe consider playing another Trap. 1 Terraforming was more than enough. I've opened double Ravine Terraforming all day and had to play around that, so I wouldn't play anything else, I don't think. I think that would be it. Cool.
I don't have any questions there.
That's fine. And then traps. The star players easily Wing Blast. I probably should have played 3. I'd play 4 if I could.
I'm putting your feature match in the description below, because this card in the feature and all of his games, he swears by this thing.
This is the best card in trap form, because it gives you so much information about what your opponent's going to draw, so you can put something back on the top of the deck and you instantly know what they're getting, unless they're shuffling. When your opponent banishes 2 dragons and goes to search, you can put their 3rd colour back. It's what Hoban described as like the kind of shuffling the way the colour and stuff like that. It's really good. Triple Reckless, because I really like drawing cards. And when you draw, the amount of times today I have Reckless after swording, or having sword, so I'm okay to draw, and I've Recklessed into another Reckless and just been like, excellent. This is so good.
This has been tech of the weekend from what I hear.
Yeah, I'd play 2 if I had space. If 45 cards was the minimum, I'd play double Mirror Force, 3 Wing Blast, but there's no space. Compulsory Evacuation Device, I sided this in and out a lot. I liked it game 1 because it's just generic removal for everything. It sort of functions like Wing Blast, so you get rid of Blader, Scrap Dragon, Colossal Fighter, problem monsters. And in versus rogue decks as well, it's an out to Pleiades and things like that.
And it was really good in feature from what I saw as well.
Yeah, it won me a feature match, which is always really nice. Solemn Warning, because negating the sun is really good, and life points are just a resource. I play 1 Emptiness, just because it is Emptiness, and it does sort of like what Warning does, but I didn't open the nice Stardust M7 for Emptiness or Draco Sack combo all weekend. So I played 12 matches and opened horrifically, like most of them. And then the last one is a card that I don't have to explain, because it's...
What is there no copies of?
No copies of Raigeki Brain.
Oh, I was going to say Sixth Sense.
Or Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense in Dragunity Rulers is bad. Please don't play it. Why are you milling all those Duxes? Like, see these guys here? These are okay to mill. You don't want to mill.
You don't want to mill.
You don't want to mill. You're okay to mill these. You don't want to mill this. You don't want to mill these. So please don't play it. It's horrific.
11 cards you can mill.
It's horrific. Just please don't do it.
Yeah.
That's about it. We'll move on to the extra deck, which is somewhere around here. Big Eye, because Snatch Steal is cool.
Yep. Snatch Steal is banned.
Yeah. Double Draco Sack, because I'm only playing 9 level 7 dragons anyway, so there's not that much room. And then an Atom, Gaia charger.
I was going to say, where's the Gaia?
Constella M7. This is so good. People like to waste their life points a lot with things like return, taking damage and not doing things, and then they'll leave defense position tokens all over the field, and you just make this and just kind of go like, for game.
Did you ever get a cheeky like Dracosac token punch for game?
Yes, I did. I did one token punch for game, so I was pretty pleased with that.
Yeah.
That's it for the XYZs.
I've never actually done it. I've had it in theory, but I've never done it myself.
It's really good. This is my extra deck. There's a couple of changes I'd want to make to this. I'm playing Scrap Dragon, Colossal Fighter.
This card.
Scrap. I'm going to come back to this. Stardust Dragon, Slihemoth. This is a good card. This forces your opponent to play suboptimally so many times. I had someone make Angel of Zera to get around this, which was amazing because I was just like, cool, I'll take the 400 damage and then I'll go in on you next turn.
Did you really like this? Because I've seen a lot of people in America saying this is horrible.
No, I really, really like this. Like, people are like, this is why, because I'm not playing Maxi, I can't play catch up with my own Maxis, so I would play this. I think if I played triple Maxi or something like that, I might drop this because I can play around Blader more. Okay. But I think that this is really good. On the defensive, right? I used this to get around an Engineer in a match as well. I thought there was an Engineer and I thought, you know what? And the best bit is, when they Maxi, being able to make this is really good. It baited out a Maxi, that was amazing.
You make it to bait, to stop with the Maxi and not be vulnerable to Blader.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's really good. 3 battery armor. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Another thing about this, I was thinking about this the other day. It activates on the field, so you can technically chalice it, but then it goes up to 28, so they cannot blader it.
Yeah.
There's no physical way to blader this really, which is really, really useful. And then this, but then Blader won't activate.
Yeah.
So, and then a Gayderg. This is really good. I pretty much only made this game 3. Every time I went to game 3, I made this because you add the DD Crow that I'm siding, the 1 Crow, and then you just go, I've got Crow, let's go. No Thought Ruler. I missed it in my top 32 match, which I lost to Evil Swarm because it would have meant I had a lot of life points to survive. But I don't know what I'd cut because I used everything else. People would probably point to this, but this has won me about 6 matches over the tournament. Really, so many matches where where they've maxed and I've been like, that's cool, have a +1, I'm putting DD Warrior Lady on the board, let's go.
I'm sitting down because like my hands are shaking.
That's cool.
You were coming back to Scrap Dragon? Or
yeah, Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon. It's so good. It's so absolutely ridiculous. Popping Recklesses for +2s and then using stuff for Ravine is just absolutely insane. You can't get bladed, it rams into stuff, it's an Earth, it's a Dragon, it does everything. Like, the only way it could be better if it had bigger attack. Yeah, or some sort of inbuilt protection, but it's so good. And I've got a lot of theory with this card in terms of its mandatory effect, but that's irrelevant. My side deck is probably what I'd change the most. These were really good all weekend. In the Dragon Mirror, I brought this in 2 every single game. I was bringing in 2 going first, and I was keeping 2 going in first, and playing 2 or 3 depending on the build or what I'd seen game 2. Mostly just played 2. I don't think I'd ever drop the third though, because I didn't play a lot of rogue decks. I didn't play any Constellas all weekend. I didn't play any Fire Fist. If I did, this would have gone in. I played 8 Dragon matches in 8 Dragon Ruler mirrors in 12 matches. And your only loss was? My only loss to in the Dragon Mirror was to Stefano Mamoli, who is last year's European champion, 2012. I didn't even know who he was. I just asked him if he travelled a lot, and he was like, yeah, occasionally. I was like, have you done well? He said, yeah, I won Euros last year, came 2nd at Worlds. I was like, oh, excellent. Absolutely clueless. That's really, really cool. Showing my scrubbishness. Oh, what a card. Fencing Fire Ferret. I didn't get to use this as much as I want, but it's Blaster Fodder. I pretty much, the only time I saw this really all weekend was versus Mermels, and I didn't even use it to get rid of Gaius. I used it for Wing Blast. But apart from that, it's so good. I'd never get rid of it. The only thing I considered was maybe swapping it for 2 of these, so playing 2 and 1 rather than 1 and 2. I can see the mentality in that. This is a lot more aggressive, this is much more passive. Mateon was really good. I sided it in, and I swung over, I can't even remember what it was, but I swung into loads of stuff and bounced loads of monsters back, and he took damage and his field was gone, and I just won from there. And also it's Blaster Fodder if you really need it. DD Crow, you search it off Gayderg, and it's really good. This is the second emptiness. The theory behind this was that I would side this going first, when I'm going first, so potentially game 3 or game 2. but I opened so badly all weekend that I never did Stardust Emptiness, so I ended up not bringing it in because I just didn't want to lock myself out or do things like that.
Yeah, you don't want to get stuck behind it. Like,
I sided double Electric Virus, but because I was maining Mind Control, I found myself bringing in one a lot, or taking the Mind Control out and just playing one of these just so that I could tribute stuff.
Would you say there's something you change?
I might change it. I mean, if I dropped something else, like the Emptiness, maybe I could... I really didn't want to devote a side deck space to the Evil Swarm trap card because it's terrible.
It's
bad. Like, why am I wasting side deck spaces for cards I can't even use?
Yeah.
So I think maybe just keep 2 of these because Dragons are so prevalent. Dark Hole because I'm not maining it and clearing away annoying stuff like Pleiades, Vanity's Fiend, things like that.
Yeah, I thought I didn't see it.
This was an absolute boss all weekend.
You're always teching this.
I side this going second in the Dragon Mirror every single game. So it's pretty much like these come in, and this comes in, and then the Scarecrow, which is obvious, because basically what you get to do is when they make a passive play like Redox, you just enemy controller it into attack.
Yeah.
And it won me a game in time. He had the last turn, I was turn 4, I was up on life points by about a K, I made Bladar and swung and then changed it to attack, and then he has no turn, so he loses.
Yeah.
So that was really good. And
how was Swift without the Max C's, may I ask? If that's right?
I have to say, I got a bit lucky. I drew this like all weekend. I'm deciding one copy, and every single time I opened up my hand, I had this. So it's really good. But bear in mind, I'm playing triple Reckless, triple Upstart, triple Sword. I'm searching and stuff.
You don't have the draw, but you have the deck thin, you know?
One Decree. This might be the change. Maybe I played the 2 Decrees. There were a couple of Chainburn players here. I didn't side against it. I only sided against Evil Swarm, so I didn't see it. Encore. Obvious, Pleiades, Ophion, things like that.
Just the one, yeah?
Just for space, really.
Yeah, this is really...
I mean, I'd probably take this out and maybe play another one of these or another Decree. I don't really know.
Yeah.
That's basically it. My record was 9-2 in Swiss. I lost 1 Dragon Mirror. I lost to Madolches.
I believe our top 32'd. I haven't managed to find the guy, but I know the top 32'd.
Yeah, the guy top 32 to Madolche, but I think he lost because there's no Madolches in there.
15 dragons and 1.
And I lost to Dragon Mirror, but that's it. Alright.
Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys later with hopefully some more deck profiles. See you later. Bye.